Greetings, salutations. Hope you're having a great day today. We are back, Port Pello, and we're going to continue our way on the Nyx Trails here. And oh, actually, hold on. Before we do that, I completely forgot. When I was watching, or when I was uploading the video yesterday, I forgot that we didn't look at our Yanmega. Where did they go? Oh, they ended up in box 2. That's why I didn't see them. Oh, they came with a wide lens? Oh, this is awesome. I wish I would have noticed this before. Anyways, yeah, Yanmega got changed, apparently. Normally they're bug flying. Bug dragon? Amazing. I'm really happy with this. And yeah, they're pretty good. Speed boost is an amazing ability. Basically, Yanmega is on the field for 1 turn, then they're +1 at the end of the turn. And this can happen like if you volt switch into them as well. At the end of the turn, they then would gain that benefit, or even switching regularly. So like you have ways that you're switching in on a way to be immune to something, which now that they're ground bug or dragon bug, they aren't immune to anything, but they resist a lot of stuff now. It was really nice. So, but yeah, and they come with, as we see here, they have Uproar, Pursuit, Ancient Power, and Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse looks really good on them. I'm curious what other moves they have. But yeah, as you can see, they're a little bit more special attacker than attacker, but generally they're just super fast, they do a bit of damage, and they have a unique typing. Interestingly enough, there's Adef posted a little Pokemon short the other day that I saw where Bug Dragon is a unique typing doesn't exist in the normal games, so this only exists in modded versions. It's one of 3 that still don't exist, I believe he said, in the normal Pokemon games. But yeah, this looks really good. I'd love to see what type of moves. I'll have to look it up later. I'll look up in the Pokedex I have and see what he gets. But yeah, I really like that he's Dragon Bug, and maybe I'll consider him for something. Presumably he gets U-turn, so if he does, that would be an amazing thing to have. But we're going to take this wide lens. And what the wide lens does, we'll go look in the bag here, is wide lens. It boosts the accuracy of moves. So there are a couple lenses. Wide lens is one. I think it's just a plus 10% accuracy. A scope lens, I think it's more accurate if you move second, and that's like a bigger percentage, like it's 15 or 20%. I don't know the exact amount. And I thought there was one more that I think that increases something else, but wide lens is really good. Would be really good for something like Dodrio, because then it can make its moves not miss. But Dodrio is permanently benched, so lives rent-free in my head. We'll see you later, buddy. Anyways, back to the Nyx Trails. So we're going to be heading towards, you know, the next place, and we got through all these trainers last time, so now we're just going to continue exploring and see what we get. We also got a Berserker last time, but probably not going to use them. If I need to use a Steel type, I'm probably going to use Aggron. But yeah. Is it Chimera territory? If it is, I'm going to check the other area then. Ooh, this is a double battle. Well, this is somewhat an, oh, you have static. Okay, well, that's fine. But also I can just do this, and I'm pretty sure you're faster, but Magneton will resist Fairy. Maybe they'll go for electric moves on you, which means we can just go to Quagsire here. And we're going to make it Sunny, because that'll boost that Flamethrower. And our Heliolisk has a ton of special attacks, so we should hopefully just kill this Magneton. Magneton, while physically bulky and decent typing for physical attacks, not that great against special attacks. So yeah, he still just dies. And I'm hoping this Raichu went after Gardevoir, but if not, my Heliolisk... Oh, you're going to Agility? Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. think our Helios gets still faster, as weird as that sounds. But Raichu can get pretty fast. The Alolan Raichu is very fast. Okay, do I think you have Volt Absorb? You're also going to be immune to this, Earthquake on that, too. Alright, I think we're just going to Volt Switch Raichu, Earthquake. Oh, Raichu is faster now. Okay, well, this Raichu's about to die, so I don't really care. Yeah, it doesn't do much, but that's fine. Good, we didn't proc Static. We're going to bring in Mandibuzz here. And then you're going to Quiver Dance. That's mildly concerning. It shouldn't affect Oricorio. It should just kill Raichu, and that's the main thing we're looking at here. Yep. So now we just have the Oricorio left. Nice. Good job, Quagsire. And yeah, we're going to be bringing Aggron in probably to... Well, this Oricorio is going to hit obviously really hard. Maybe I just double into it with this here. With Brave Bird and... Well, Aqua Tail's not going to do too much. I guess I could Yawn, but I think we should switch. Aggron, you're in. Hopefully your +1 Oricorio won't kill my Mandibuzz. Oh, you're going to go +2. Getting mildly concerning. They will to point see a kill on Mandibuzz because I am weak to electric, so... I guess maybe I should have false surrendered. That wouldn't have been resisted, but... I think we're going to take Mandibuzz and switch out now to the Goat. And you're going to Salt Cure. And this is just... Eventually he's going to see a kill on Mandibuzz and try an electric move. Or you're just going to keep Quiver Dancing. Well, I hope this Salt Cure kills you then, because I'm slightly terrified of what you might do. Nothing. Never mind. I'm not terrified at all. It does always get worrying when you run into trainers that they just start setting up and they just don't stop, and you don't immediately kill them. So maybe there's like 1 or 2 turns that they have it. Hypnosis, say, yeah, 60%, not good enough in my opinion. But they get a few turns of setup, and like you're like, oh, I didn't have the right Pokemon out. So the second turn, you know, first turn they're out, they get their thing. Second turn, you're getting the Pokemon out that you want to beat them with, and they do it again. Now you're like, all right, they're +2 or +4 depending on the setup. And then now you're like, are they just gonna sweep my team? So okay, there was nothing else down here except this item. A big nugget. That's money. I'll take that. Okay, well, now we're into, I guess, Team Chimera property proper. And I'm okay kind of just going forward with this team for a bit. Maybe when more of them hit level 50, we can go back and switch some of them out. What is that? Oh, that's a Persian. Snover. Snover is okay. I'll leave it at that. He's okay. He turns into Abomasnow, which I think Abomasnow is an okay Pokemon. I think they're average. I don't think they're some like really, really strong Pokemon, but they're Grass Ice. They 4x weak to fire. While they hit really hard, they can set hail. I've generally never had good results with them. They've always been really slow. Do I think you're going to use an Earth move? I hope you do, because I can go to Mandibuzz here safely. I guess either move you use, I'm immune to both of your types. You're going to set Weather. Perfect. I wonder what that means for the Pokemon you have in the back. Very likely whatever you have is good in sand, I would presume. But because of that, we're just going to Mega Evolve Mandibuzz, and then we'll just heal, out-heal the Sandstorm, so we're not worried about this. Yeah, false, ooh, almost. That's a rock move. Okay. Oh, we're very bulky, so I think we're gonna kill you regardless of your +2, because, yeah. Oh, yeah, we should heal a decent bit here. Yeah, 22, we took like 8, and did heal 22. We'll heal again at the end of this turn, so we should be in good spot. And if we have to, we can always protect. That gives us an extra turn of extra healing. Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice, pretty decent. I don't think it's that worth it. Like, Parabolic Charge, Stab does more, but Hyper Voice only hits enemies. It doesn't hit your side of the field, I believe. But if you had Electrify, that might be decent, because then you could make that a stab move, but that's a 2-turn setup, so just, I don't know. You're taking Hyper Voice as a coverage move. If you're up against something that... Oh, we took 11 damage. If you're up against something that you literally can't get around. We're going to U-turn out of here. And we're going to bring in the goat, which I didn't give your Mega Stone back. Yeah, oh, that's really annoying. Really? Did you have to do that? You are weak to this, you are a Mawile, so presumably you take a decent, but yeah, you still die. Yeah, good. Goat, very, very good so far. High consideration for being my grass type in the Elite Four. More this way, there's an item. Let's heal. Good goat. Mandibuzz, I'm fine with it. HP. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This area is mine. Not anymore, it ain't. We are here. Poliwrath. So there's a high chance that he will use a fighting move. I don't know if I one-shot with Thunderbolt, so I may consider Volt switching to something just to have something else out. Yeah, I think we'll do this. It'll be a little bit safer. Thunderbolt probably would have killed, to be quite honest here. But we're gonna go to Mandibuzz. Oh, well, he was gonna Belly Drum. Not that it mattered, so see you later, buddy. Belly Drum is a very dangerous move if you let them get it off. It halves their max HP, or deals half of their max HP and damage to themselves. So if he has 100 HP, he deals 50 damage to himself. If he's under 50 HP, he just can't use it. That's why it failed there. But then it maxes out his attack stat. He gets +6 immediately, which is, unsurprisingly, exceedingly dangerous. Do I think I'm slower in this Banette? I am. Yeah, well, trick doesn't work. Get wrecked. So now we're going to go back, and now that we're up against a ghost here, Gardevoir can come in, and we should be able to just kill with a fairy move. And I will Mega Evolve here just for the extra speed, because Gardevoir gets a little bit of extra speed when she Mega Evolves. And I just want to make sure I'm as fast as possible to outspeed this Banette. This Moonblast should kill. Yep. Also, I guess that's neutral, but Psychic we're weak against Ghost as a Psychic type. I forget it the other way around too. This is some stuff I'm bad at. Leech Life. Leech Life, really, really good. Heals for half damage. However, Mandibuzz doesn't need that. Between Scavenger and Regenerator, I have plenty of healing on them. Not to mention their bug move, U-turn, it may as well say deals damage, switch out, heal 1/3 of your HP. So, which is basically better than Leech Life, because if you hit something, you're Steel. I don't like that. I need Quagsire or Mandibuzz. I think both would be fine. Let's go to Quagsire though. Yeah, because Leech Life only heals for damage it does, whereas Regenerator is a static amount. Yeah, you resist Steel as a water type. Do I think you're Levitate? I don't know. We're about to find out. Yes, you are. Alright, so we're going to Yawn. If we get crit here, we just die. Okay. And now we're going to go, because he's using extra sensory, so we're going to go to Mandibuzz, who's immune. And now that Mandibuzz is in, we're just going to attack with False Surrender, because he should be weak to this. Even though he is very bulky, this is his first turn, so he's guaranteed to sleep. And then we just kill. Probably need to go back and switch some Pokemon around soon, though. So we're hitting level 50 on a bunch of our Pokemon. Razor Claw. We have one of these in our item things, so yeah, at the moment we have 3 level 50, so we're gonna go switch some Pokemon out, even though we only had a couple battles so far, but there's a few other Pokemon I think that are in the contention to being used, and I'd like to make sure that they get to level 50. I also don't know how close we are to the next town, the Areios Hideout, or whatever it's called. Based on the map, it being like a town, I say town in quotations, like on the Pokemap, I presume it has a Poke Center, so we can switch Pokemon when we're out there. Because I wouldn't want to have to come back here every time to reset my team. So, we'll see though. But yeah, we'll switch a couple around. There's a few more I want to get up to max level. And a lot of them were really close anyway, you know, they're 48 or 49, so it's not like we're at somewhat of an impasse here to get them leveled up. So I'd like to get Arcanine, even though you probably aren't high on my contention to get to the E4. Actually, some of you are a little bit further away than I thought. Clodsire as well. Mandibuzz is also level 50, and I think the Heliolisk was level 50. Right? Yeah. So I guess we'll bring Electrode for now. Unfortunate this Electrode does not have Volt Switch currently, because Volt Switch really good. Also, yeah, let me, while I remember, I guess while we're here, let me put some of these items in the bank, so I don't get a full backpack and then lose, not withdraw, deposit, please. And so we're going to deposit we also didn't put the Lucky Egg on. Man, so we put the Razor Claw in, we knew about that. We'll put the Black Sludge in. This is an interesting item, but I don't have currently a Pokemon that can use it. If you have Poison Heal on a Pokemon, you can give Black Sludge to it, and then the poison will just heal you, which is really nice. And we do have a Pokemon that could use it, just currently they don't have the correct ability. And that is Gliscor. Nice, we got a bunch of money for that. Okay, so I keep forgetting I didn't have the Amulet coin on. So let's put some of this on. Give this. Yeah, we'll give it to you for now. And then Lucky Egg, we'll give that to probably Clodsire, just because you're the lowest level in this group. But Gliscor's hidden ability is Poison Heal. So you could switch them to Poison Heal, give them Black Sludge, and then that's another, option of healing for your team. And that actually is a really good one, because Gliscor's typing is really nice. I do think Flying Ground is a pretty good typing. It has 2 immunities, immunity to electric and immunity to ground. It covers its own weakness, so like flying being weak to electric. The ground half covers that to be immune, which is really, really good. The biggest downside, obviously, is the 4x weakness to ice. However, ice has its own problem in that ice is weak to ground. So you can, generally speaking, if you're a flying ground type and have a decent enough offense and speed, you can just kill one of your major weaknesses of ice type before they do damage to you, which that's really good. But then also, so this is a force double. Okay, let's switch our team around some. I'd like an Intimidate out on turn 1. You, like I said, don't have Volt Switch. You do have Protect. Yeah, we'll play like this for now. Yeah, so I can't get around them, so it is an actual double. But yeah, the flying ground typing is pretty decent where it protects itself, and then your offense is good against what you're weak against as well. So okay. So there, Caparaja. Do I think you have a ground move? That's the thing I gotta worry about. If I think Caparaja has a ground move, my Arcanine should be attacking it, and my Electrode should be hitting Frostlass. And if it doesn't have a ground move, I should be killing Frostlass. And yeah, which I don't actually know. I think at the moment, either way, I think Electrode Protect and then Flare Blitz, or actually Rock Slide also does really well here, but I'd have to hit it, so we're gonna Flare Blitz and just kill you. I'm hoping the Caparaja is going after Electrode here. Oh, you're going after Arcanine. That's somewhat concerning. Well, that Frostlass is dead. I'm gonna take Recoil, which means my Arcanine could die here. Especially if this guy has a ground move. He does. Okay, well, my bad, Arcanine. I protected and wasted a thing. It's like I had Frostlass. He has a ground move, but he's what, Steel normal? Alright, Aggron can come in and we will body press him. We also have to see what's coming in on the other side here. Oh, Mastar. Oh, well, you're just dead because I have Energy Ball. Then you can body press you, and this should be a kill. I probably should have Mega Evolved Aggron. I don't actually know if you're faster than Caparaja, now that I think about it. Making you Steel only probably would have been a smart play. Even with the amount of defense you have, you are 4x weak to ground. It's not a stab move, but it still will hit pretty hard. Okay, we went first. But you're 4x weak to fighting, so you're just dead. I probably should have guessed that Caparaja had a ground move. It's pretty common for him to have it, but oh well. Your Ghost Dragon. I don't have anything out that immediately kills you. Thunderbolt you and Fault Cure for the extra damage. They're not very strong. Yeah, not very effective. I guess I needed to use the other. Dragon Dance? That's a little annoying. It's only attack and speed. My Electrode is still faster. We get out without any damage. Iron Head. We're still faster. Super fast. Okay, he resists both of those. Dragon really good. I didn't have Gardevoir out. Didn't want to switch to Gardevoir, so... Yeah, 184 speed. Self-destruct. I don't know if I'm going to take this. It kind of goes against what I'm trying to do. It is really good. I will accept. Self-destruct 200. Explosion is better, I believe. Its power is 250. But it self-inflicts faint, and I don't want to go that route. Obviously, you could go that route where you just have Pokemon, you self-destruct every single battle, and it doesn't. You could wipe out 2 Pokemon in doubles. I think that's a little much. So, Milk Drink. Oh, you're not a Miltank. What is this? It's basically. Oh, right. So Synthesis has variants. In rain, Synthesis does 1/3. In normal weather, Synthesis does 50%, and in sun, Synthesis does 2/3. Because we have a way to set sun, I'm going to keep Synthesis, because in general it will be... Synthesis is always going to be, well, not always, but nearly always be half or 2/3 of my life, whereas Milk Drink will only be half. So we're going to keep Synthesis. There's the same amount of PP. Now, if Milk Drink had more PP, and it was like 10 instead of 5, then I would consider it, because you could then say, oh, you know, you can get twice as many uses. But I'm okay with keeping Synthesis, because I think that's just perfectly fine. Also, sorry, Arcanine. Yeah, look, there's another thing here. But I don't have Waterfall, so can't get by. What's this dude up here? Okay. Free TM. What is that? Oh, Fire Blast. I mean, some of my Pokemon could have already learned it. I didn't learn it. It is pretty decent, like I said. In doubles, it's probably better than most fire moves. You're Steel Rock, right. Why do I keep thinking you were Steel Ground? Do I think you have a ground move, though? That's the real question. Probably. If you do, I would go. If I don't think you do, I would go straight to aggro. But we'll just Energy Ball. I think Bastiodon has more. No, you're okay. You have a fighting move. Yeah, if I went to aggro, I would have been in a lot of trouble. Static, nice. Giga Drain will probably not out-heal how much damage that would do. Which means we're going to go to Goat. Earthquake in here. Chances are he will Body Press again. Yep, this is fine, because Goat is taking still a lot of damage. I was going to say Goat is a bit more tanky, but I guess not. It says dragon fighting, right? Yeah, so we're going to just presume you may do a dragon move and go to Gardevoir and then erase you from existence with any one of our moves. Yep. Fairy happens to be one of the strongest types in the game, as is Dragon. Actually, I think both are probably really, really strong. Dragon has a ton of resistances, but Fairy being just completely immune to Dragon, but also having a ton of offensive capabilities. I think Fairy is also really good. Super effective against a lot of common typings. Fighting, Dark. And Dragon, obviously. Horse keeps splitting up. There's an item on the right there. A leaf stone. Oh, nice. And I'm going to try to see if we can get to this next city. I'm presuming that we get to a city. There's a Poké Center at the end here that we can switch around. Like I said, having to run through this entire forest over and over to heal and or change teams is not going to be enjoyable. Can't go any further. I probably can. I don't think you're going to beat me. Not with 2 Pokemon. Ambipom. Oh, you're above the level cap. Okay. Do I think you have a fighting move? If you have a fighting move, going to Aggron would be bad. So we're going to go to Arcanine. See what you got. This will lower your attack. Ambipom can have Fake Out, so it is also I could have... Okay. Population Bomb is 2 to 5 hits as a normal move, I believe, right? Okay. I don't think we're faster. But you didn't use a fighting move, so I think we're kind of okay to just go to Aggron, but let me protect and see. Double Iron Bash is Steel, I believe. Looks like it'd be a Steel move. That kind of hurt with a crit. Alright, and we're going to just Mega Evolve here, and this again is if he has a fighting move, we're going to reduce it from being double super effective down to just 1.5. So basically it would be from 4x to 1.5x. So yeah, now that we got rid of Rock, I'm no longer weak to you, so I'm taking way less damage. And then Body Press should just kill. Fighting move, we have an absurd amount of defense versus Ambipom, so... Or up. I believe that's a setup move of some kind? Nope, it is not. Probably want to hold on to this. Obviously, I'm not going to be setting Sand. I think this is half HP. Obviously, I do really like having 2 attacking moves. I want to say Yawn would be the one I replace, because I really want to keep Toxic. So, yeah, I think we'll replace Yawn for now. Cloudsire is another one I'm considering for E4. If only for Toxic, because I don't have a Toxic setter or Poison setter at the moment. Grass Ghost. None of this actually does good against you, or does good. It does well against you. The person I want would be Arcanine. I kind of want to see what they're going to do first. Because Arcanine is neutral, I guess, to Grass. So we're going to go to Gardevoir, and if you hit me really hard with a physical move, that's on me, I guess. Dangling Hair. Oh, Phantom Force? Do I have a normal Pokemon? I don't think I do. This is a physical ghost. I think we should be fine with Arcanine. Intimidate still works even though they're not in the field. You can hear that, it still goes off. So he's -1 with this Phantom Force. Yeah, it still hit pretty hard. But... Oh, do I think I might kill myself with Flare Blitz? I hope not. I probably should switch to Rockhead eventually so I can stop doing this, because I could have just Fire Fanged. Yep, Speed Fill, that's Tangling Hair. Okay, we didn't kill ourselves with Recoil. Good job, Arcanine. But this would be the benefit of Rockhead. Yeah, I wouldn't have lowered his attack when we came in, but obviously I wouldn't have just taken that like 40 damage from Flare Blitz. So you're not going to be full HP, but you'll be close. But like I said, I'm trying to get to the next town, so presumably there's a Poké Center there to switch Pokemon around. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run all the way back. And I would have to run because, yeah, I don't have a single flyer in my party. It wouldn't take long, though. I would just use repels to make it so I don't run into any random encounters. And there are still more grunts. This is a Poison Dark, so we can just switch to Aggron because we're weak to poison. Very likely that's what you're going to be using. Oh no, you're going to Acid Armor. It's going to increase your defense. +2, that is a little annoying because I want to use Body Press. Now you're +4. We'll see what damage this does. That's neutral, that's miserable. We're going, hey, you're +6 now. We're gonna Salt Armor. Salt Armor. What did I say? Salt Armor. Salt Cure. Take some extra chip damage. We'll Protect now that he is +6 armor, just to see what he does. Crunch. Okay, so you're using a dark move. That is a little annoying. Could obviously lower your attack. I think Aggron can stay in. We have plenty of defense. You're faster than me? Oh yes, you are. We knew that already. And then we will just Protect again. And Salt Cure should kill here. I was saying, unless we crit, in which case we would kill with the crit. Yeah, I mean, in this leg of the game, Aggron's been doing pretty decently for what I need it for. And Breloom. You have a fighting move almost certainly, which means Clodsire would be pretty good against them too, but they're grass fighting. And hopefully I don't make a mistake here by going into Gardevoir. It might be. I might need to go to Clodsire first. Well, actually, yeah, let's just go to Clodsire. We'll show them all. Used Spore. Okay, never mind. Well, you're going to be asleep, buddy. But yeah, Poison Jab is super effective here, but I expected him to use a fighting move there because Aggron is 4x weak to it. This should be probably a grass move. Now we should be... Oh, it's still going to hit pretty hard. I don't have huge, physical bulk. We're going to just Mega Evolve, and Draining Kiss should get us back to full. But also, I think Moonblast probably would just kill, so I probably should have pressed that. Also, he may have Mach Punch. No, he didn't. Yeah, we still just kill. And that should be nearly full healed. Awesome. And, oh, that's not very nice. I didn't realize, wait, Draining Kiss is a contact move? Oops, I didn't realize that. I mean, it makes sense, but obviously effect spore only procs if you make contact with the enemy. So the fact that we got paralyzed by dead Pokemon is kind of funny. Oh, this is the way out. Are we at a city? Well, yeah, this is what I'm worried about is, yeah, so it says Areios Hideout, but like, I guess we could fly here? But I currently, as you can see, I don't have a Pokemon that flies. So, I can now fly here. I will need to go back and switch Pokemon around. Well, that's because I am an intruder. I like the soundtrack, though. That healed? Didn't make the noise. Oh, it did. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we do have a way to heal here. But I don't see... oh right, we get an encounter here too. I don't know what I want to take. This is where the gym is. Okay, so we know where to go to continue. I'd like to look around, I guess. Ooh, there's a Houndoom. Okay, so does that mean there's nothing in the water? Oh, we're taking what we get here. Houndoom is pretty good. Boltund, whatever. This. We kind of have our team that we really like, so I don't know if getting a new Pokemon this late, I'm going to change my mind. Okay, well, didn't really have a choice, thank you. Wait, just kidding. We can Arcanine to lower your attack some, then we can bring out Clodsire. Put you to sleep. Or wait, no, we can't put you to sleep, we got rid of Yawn. I guess I'll chip your HP down. Oh, and by chip your HP, I mean nearly kill you. Goodness. I did not expect you to take that much damage. I guess I can't say too much. It is a 12 level difference. Nice. Boltund. I think they're okay. They're another one of those electric types that gets you through a good portion of the game if you need them to. Blizzard, that's a decent TM. I think they run into the same issue that a lot of other electric types run into. Yeah, and I don't see a computer here. Really? Oh man, that is just mean. Alright, I'm gonna check something real fast. I'm really gonna have to run back to the other town. I didn't bring a Pokemon to fly. Yeah. Alright, well, we know it's the Mamoswine one first. Yeah, and there's not a single PC in sight. Alright, well, unfortunate, but my own mistake, I guess, for not bringing a Pokemon to fly. But we're going to run back real fast, and we're going to set up our team and start working on these admins. And I'm going to presume they have want to say similar teams, but we're going to try to set it up where we can do them in order. I don't know if that's going to work, though. Let's just go to the left here. Yeah, the old man's to the right. Also take a look at Bolton while we're back in town. Okay, back in Port Pello. I mean, I guess it can kind of make sense that they don't have a PC, but I feel like they should have a PC. It was a quick run. We're good. Hopefully I can fly there. If not, we'll be running back in just a moment. Don't worry. Alright, anyways, they have... We're going to bring an all-star team. We're not messing around anymore. But let's take a look at this Bolton. So this Bolton is jolly. Not really that an issue. Pretty decent IVs, plus special, or decent special attack, speed, defense. HP really bad, but other than that, everything looks fine. Bolton can be built as physical or special attack. As you can see, minus special attack is still at 71. They're pretty balanced offensively. But it comes with strong jaw, which kind of lends towards wanting to be a physical attacker because all the fangs, Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, are all physical attacks. So, but decently fast, can do decent damage. Like Stab, Thunder Fang hits really hard, but you have to then also, you know, hit something that that actually takes damage from it. Anyways, let's set up our team. Remember, we're against the Mamoswine first, and I don't know if it's going to be a double battle. If it is not a double battle, I want to lead with Delphox. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, obviously. I don't know what the next battle is going to bring. We're going to switch Agronite out. Or Agron. I am considering bringing Annihilate, even though Annihilate in general hasn't really done that well. The immunity is nice. I can force them into doing things, and honestly, he hits really hard if he does actually need to connect with something. So we will bring you. Question is, do I want Clodsire or Quagsire? Do I think they also have... That's something I do need to think too, is do they have their... what you call it? Like the Walking Wake, and the Gouging Fire, and Raging Bolt. Because if they do, then I probably want Heliolisk for this first fight. Because it is Walking Wake. Because right now I have nothing against that. Right now I have basically 2 special attackers, 2 physical attackers, somebody that pivots, and decently tanky, but otherwise more support type Pokemon. I'm going to risk it if they... I know I said I was just going to bring him, but if they have that Walking Wake, I need something to counter it. And at the moment, it is, what, Dragon Water? So technically Electric's not even that good. Ice would probably be best. If that's the case, I probably should bring Tentacruel back. Tentacruel was pretty tanky. You know, I think Gardevoir can just kill it. If it's special, Gardevoir can get a Calm Mind in. I think we'll go with this team for now. Clodsire isn't level 50. That's okay. That should presumably be fixed very quickly. I also don't know what they lead with. If they lead with Mamoswine, my Delphox should get a kill right away. If they don't, have to consider switching, because I don't know what their team is at all. But let's build our team. You have a Lucky Egg. We need to take that off. I actually forgot when we were fighting Kalliope that I left the Lucky Egg on Gliscor. Maybe it worked out because they were higher level in later parts of the fight. They did survive on like 1 or 2 HP at one point, so that Lucky Egg probably mattered there, but yeah, oops. So if I'm gonna Mega Evolve, it's gonna be probably Mandibuzz or Heliolisk. would probably be my guess. Like a goat, you're probably not Mega Evolving. Delphox almost certainly isn't Mega Evolving. Although they could, like there is a line where if it leads with Mamoswine, we just Mega Evolve and we kill it with the boosted stats. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's see here. Now, what can we give you? I guess it's going to be a berry, which means it's a citrus berry. Why? Because I'm, you know, basic and have no imagination. Since I don't know what the team is, more HP is, in my opinion, better. So having multiple citrus berries is really nice. And on this side, I have options of who I want to Mega Evolve. I can Heliolisk for boosted Sun for my Delphox, and to lower enemy water, which would then make everybody else safer. It does boost their fire damage too, and we know the Walking Wake, if it still exists on the team, had Flamethrower, so that is something to worry about. I don't have a fire resist, so I may not be putting out Drought, but I like the option just in case, because I do have 2 Flamethrowers. I have Heliolisk and Delphox. Gardevoir Mega would be, if I get a Calm Mind off, and then Mega, and Gardevoir probably just kills everything. And then Mandibuzz Mega if I need to stay in and really do some amount of damage control, just healing with Scavenger. So we'll start with this and see how the fight goes. And yeah, see what we can do. I'll be honest, it's going to be really interesting in that if we come up against a line where it's a heavy special attacker in the front that my Gardevoir resists, there's a high chance that I could just put Gardevoir in front and just Calm Mind once or twice and then just literally 1v6, but we'll see. I know you have a Mamoswine. That's the only thing I know. And maybe the Walking Wake, but... Gacilipod. Okay, well... let's see. A little annoying. So you have very low Spectral Bulk, so I do technically have a chance to just kill you. But not that much. You also have Emergency Exit, so if I'm strong enough, I can just force you out right away. My other option would be to switch, but the main person to do damage would be a Flying move, which would be from Mandibuzz, or Electric from Heliolisk. And getting them in could be tough. Also, I have to contend with is that he may have First Impression, which is an 80 base power bug move that always goes first. It's like Fake Out. I don't really have anyone that resists that. Orcanine would have resisted it, but Gagoat's weak to it, and Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is neutral to it, I guess, because Dark is weak to Bug, but Flying resists Bug, so... but if I don't, if I get hit by a heavy water move, I could just die, so... Mystical Fire isn't going to do anything. If we did anything, it would be Flamethrower. It's neutral here. Or I could go for a Paralysis. I think I'm going to press this. Alright, you didn't have First Impression. If we do more than half, you just get forced out. Yep, see you later. Okay, so that was a really, really good start. Crocodile. So you are Dark Ground, which means you're likely going to use a Dark or a Ground move because I'm weak to both of those. So Mandibuzz here is really good. What is he weak to, though? He's weak to Fighting, but I don't have a Fighting move. He's weak to Fairy, but Gardevoir is weak to Dark, so I think we're going to Mandibuzz, just see what he does. Hopefully he does a Ground move, because then that I just take 0 damage. Oh, that's a Bug move? Skitter Smack? I forget exactly how much, but it lowers special attack, yeah. I do think Crocodile is a little bit slower, so we're going to U-turn. Oh no, he's faster. I meant faster. Yeah, so I'm fine with this. So we want to slow U-turn out. This is perfect. And this is kind of the benefit of why I took all the speed out of Mana. Didn't really ever give Mandibuzz speed, so we just did almost half his life. But slow U-turning means now my Gardevoir comes in, I take no damage, I don't get the minus special attack. We're going to intimidate you because we traced it. That's kind of nice, even though it doesn't matter because we're just going to... Do I think you have Sucker Punch, actually? I feel like you would have used it there. No, but I resist Dark on Mandibuzz. So there is... This is where it gets mind gamey, because I don't know what Crocodile has. I know he has Skitter Smack. That's it. Calm Mind doesn't really do anything, because if he's going to Skitter Smack, I'm then just adding Special Bulk, but not Special Attack. So I should just attack. I'm pretty sure I'm faster. Yeah, so we're just going to Moonblast, guarantee the kill. The other option is if he had Sucker Punch, Draining Kiss would have been better, because we would have taken damage, then we would have Draining Kissed and immediately healed, which would have been a better option, basically. So what are you going to send back out? For Relegator, are you just water? Oh, you're water dark. Honestly, you're sending out a lot of dark Pokemon. So do I risk Megaing? Because if I do this, I can't Mega either of my other two, which might be a problem. I might be able to just kill without, like, what special attack do you have? Yeah, 188. I don't think anyone else on my team has higher. Not even close. But Mega Evolved, you're at like 230 or 240. I think we're going to do it. I think it's just, yeah, it's worth it. Same thing though, this guy could have Sucker Punch. If he does, I may have just made a huge mistake, but find out in a moment. He does not have Sucker Punch, which means you should die. Yep. Goodra, you're a dragon, aren't you? Yep. But you're also steel. So this would be neutral. Steel does super effective to me. Anyone else that I would really consider though? Earthquake. I would consider. I guess Goat would be probably the better Earthquake, right? 170 versus 114. You would not die as quickly. I don't know what this Goodra is going to have otherwise. Yeah, I don't want to risk this hit. And I think we're just going to go straight to Goat here. He has more damage. Even though we don't resist Dragon. Acid Spray. Ooh. A little annoying. I'm just going to Earthquake. I know I'm faster. Gudra's really, really slow. And really, really dead. I was kind of like, if he survives this, I could get hit by something that hurts really badly. Also, I realized I had Gardevoir out. He wouldn't use a Dragon move. Alright, Casilopod, you're back out, but you're... oh, you're neutral to Grass. I don't think you're going to use a Water move. And I think I'm going to switch to Cloudsire for safety. I'm -2 special defense at the moment, so I'd like to just see what he does. Oh, he did have First Impression. Okay, that would have hit really hard, by the way, because it's super effective against me. So, and I think we can just Earthquake here. Yeah, Pen Missile, you can't use Water move on me. Pen Missile is 2 to 5 hits. Hopefully you don't hit 5 times. You have Emergency Exit, so I know you don't have Skill Link. That's 4. Let's say if you hit me 5 times, I'm going to be like, really? Do you have Skill Link instead of Emergency Exit? But we know we saw Emergency Exit. Oh, that does no damage. In that case, we're going to press Shore Up. Oh, or we're just going to heal. I wish I knew that ahead of time, because I would have then just, you know, not use that, I would have Toxic to you right away. But I think Clodsire here actually, surprisingly, really good matchup against this Cassillipod. He can't use Razor Shell. He can't use First Impression except for the first turn he's out. And he cannot use, so he can only really use Pin Missile, and I don't know what else he has, to be quite honest. Oh, okay, well, that's annoying. We're going to re-Toxic him, though. This is going to be kind of annoying, and it's going to take a bit. Sorry. But this is the safest thing I could do. Well, I don't know if it's the safest thing I could do. I probably could switch to something, and then, you know, get rid of this Cassillipod, but... I think this is just the simplest line that's really safe for me. If he's going to Pin Missile again, I'll be around half. Let's see what Poison Jab does. We'll shore up next turn. I don't want to use too many. Especially if he only hits me twice here. 3 times, maybe? Okay, 3 times. Yeah, so if I had done that, I would have wasted some HP. Poison Jab should be neutral. Yep, it's a little bit better than the Earthquake. And we're going to shore up here because he's going to get emergency exited out anyway. This will allow me to move somebody else in. So we're going to heal to full, be full HP against whatever comes in. And we know he's a Mamoswine, or she, I don't know if it's he or she offhand. They have a, oh wait, what? Oh, did they change it? Interesting. Okay. I don't know if that's intentional or maybe Toxic gets around it, but I was pretty certain it didn't matter. Emergency exit procs when you're under 50% HP. But if the mod changed it where it only works the first time you go under 50% HP in a fight, you can only use Cassillipod once. That would be an interesting change to prevent him, because he is really strong. Like, I mean, you saw here, like, he went to full HP. If he went under 50, he gets switched out again, so you can multiple times switch him in to give yourself, I don't want to say free switches, but basically free switches. This is a water ice. You're going to use an ice move, almost assuredly, which, now that I think about it, I don't really have an answer to yet, because we have what? You're weak to ice, you're quad weak to ice, you're weak to ice. So I have Heliolisk, Gardevoir, and Delphox. You have Protect? No, you don't. But I think I can't set Sun. They're using an ice move. Question is if it's physical or special. I think Gardevoir can come in. Well, I don't know. The person I want in at when we kill Dugong is going to be Delphox. Because then they should be able to kill Swine. I think we're going to go straight to Gardevoir. If it's an ice move, I'm hoping it's like an ice beam and not Physical Crash. Yeah, we even called the move. Yeah, so that did very little, which means I should be able to just Draining Kiss my way through you dying. We'll get to see what you're using as well. Moonblast will kill from here. Dive. So that's physical. I'm considering my options here. I think you're faster than... Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. At least if I remember, I don't think dive hits air units. It's kind of like... I guess it does. I'm dumb. Alright, so we're going to just U-turn here. We're faster. We're kind of hoping that they used a ice move. So Delphox can come in. This might be a mistake. Yeah, used ice move. We resist. Correct. We now are neutral. Because ice is weak to fire, but water resists, so this is a neutral hit. But wow, really? Oh my. I guess they have thick fat. So thick fat is an ability, which they can have, obviously. Thick fat reduces both fire and water damage done against you, but this is fine. U-turn here is good. You're dead. And your last Pokemon is Mamoswine. So, do I think I one-shot with Delphox? If I don't one-shot, Earthquake kills. But like I said, I have 3 people weak to ice. He's immune to electric, so you'd be just flamethrower, but he'd also use a ground move on you. I don't think you kill. So Delphox is my answer. Ab super effective flamethrower, don't let me down. Also watch this Mamoswine come out and be like level 55. It would be really funny. Oh, 52. Well, last time Delphox hit it was in the sun, but we were faster and we just killed immediately. So I believe, same as before, Mamoswine, you're a fun Pokemon to use, but man oh man do you just get owned by Flamethrower and by anyone. Also, you only gave me 940 Pokedollars? Oh geez, so it looks like Kalliope has all of the other ones. Alright, so we're going to heal. Obviously, because there's no reason to immediately fight the next one. This is a much shorter gym. We just have to fight all the admins. So now our question is so that Arcanine is probably pretty fast. Clodsire probably can kill it, though. It is 4x weak. I don't think Clodsire would die to it. Ways to move around. So I guess I don't know what I would want to go up against leading. I think we're going to keep the same team. I think this team is pretty good. But we're going to start with Heliolisk. I think I can give you a different item, though. Because I don't think I'm Mega Evolving. We still have Repel on. Okay. Alright, so on to the next admin. What's going to be interesting is if... I'm going to be very curious on this last battle here. If we're going to face Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, Raging Bolt all at the same time on the same team. Because if we are... I really, really would like to somehow set up Gardevoir. But we'll see. Let's get through this battle first before I start planning and thinking about that. So you're a fighting type. Fighting normal. Alright, so Volt Switch it is. See you later, buddy. Basically almost killed you. Absolutely wild. I'm gonna start with Mandibuzz, honestly. Well, that's fine. We should still kill through with Gravebird here. Oh, we're not faster. Well, we're neutral. Yeah, we're fine. Gardevoir assuredly would have been faster. Yeah, we kill here. And we're going to take some recoil, though, so our Mandibuzz is not going to be full HP when we switch out here in a moment. And I do have to consider, I don't know what you're switching to. You're going to Berserker. I'm going to Protect first. No, you could set up a sword. I think you can get Swords Dance. Alright, so we're just going to switch then. And we're going to go straight to Good Goat. Quagsire would be better than Clodsire here, because Quagsire resists Steel, whereas Good Goat and Clodsire do not. They're neutral. Yeah, as you can see, neutral. But Earthquake should kill because Good Goat's strong. Berserker is weak to it. Yeah. And now, depending on what comes out, we might be able to get away with the Synthesis, but we're probably going to be switching. Ventascorch. This is Fire Bug. Which means we take extra from it. Do I think I kill, actually, with Earthquake just before you even get to do anything? Maybe. Maybe not. You're likely going to hit me with a fire move. I probably want to go to Mandibuzz here and switch then afterwards. Fire's neutral to Mandibuzz, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Quagsire definitely would have been better than Clodsire here, but you know, can't doubt your decisions now. I also might just kill with Earthquake, but I don't know if I'm faster than him, that's the problem. Decisions. He's going to use a fire move, almost assuredly. You're generally pretty physically bulky. Delphox should be able to one-shot you. But let's go to Mandibuzz. This might be a mistake, but I have a Citrus Berry, so I'm pretty physically bulky. Yeah, Fire Lash, this is a physical attack. That's minus defense, and we're exactly at half, so it doesn't count. Painful. I'm very unlikely to be faster than this guy here, so if he's going to use Fire Lash again, I guess it doesn't matter. We would just, unless I want to prevent damage. No, that doesn't work that way. Alright, yeah, we just go straight to Delphox here. Heal, Mandibuzz, and I wouldn't want to risk U-turn anyway, because if I'm minus defense, I could run into problems. We should resist this, but we're going to take a bit of damage. Yeah, and we're going to be now -1 defense. So I'm kind of hoping that we kill here. Probably won't. You have Flash Fire. Oh no, that was a mistake. And bye, Delphox. Just kidding, you're not dead yet. Okay, well, this is now a problem. What am I doing to kill you? Have anything that really does well against fire. Yeah, Quagsire would have been amazing here, but I didn't bring Quagsire. I can try for paralysis, or I think... No, Psyshock won't kill. We have to somehow get to Gardevoir. You don't have the physical bulk, I think, to come in on this. And I can't keep switching and causing problems. Delphox, you might just have to Psyshock here, and, well, crit, maybe? Nope. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Well, we're faster than him. But yeah, Felstinger is really, really bad. So if you get a kill with Felstinger, it immediately makes you +6. Although some modded versions have changed it, where it only gives +1 or +2. Oh, that's right. We have Trace. Why didn't I think about that? We could have... Yeah, we absolutely could have switched to Gardevoir. Oh, I'm really bad then. Because we could have just switched on a fire move and just absorbed it. That was foolish. I didn't even consider that. But now that we have Flash Fire, if they're going to send out mostly... Let's send out the Goat. I don't have an Ice move. I can fly, but yeah, if Delphox would have been the counter to you. Very foolish of me. I'm going to risk it with Moonblast. I can't believe I didn't even think of that with Trace. Immediately knew it had Flash Fire. I could have just immediately switched. Delphox would have been super high HP too. be slower now. It's gonna hit pretty hard too. Oh, not that hard actually. I think we're still we're still faster, but I do need now to be considerate of whatever else comes in that I'm -1. Arcanine may be faster than me now. But he can't use a fire move on me, so off. I know for a fact you're not faster currently, but I do probably want to be careful. I'm going to Draining Kiss. If I put him under half, I could be in a bit of trouble speed-wise, but generally Cloth is very slow. Oh, Moonblast would have just killed, so I feel really bad now. He's going to gain +1 an attack, special attack, and speed. Strength is going to hurt. Oh, he crit. Of course. I'm like, that shouldn't have killed, but he crit. So we... I'm pretty sure I can kill... Helios should be fast enough to kill. And then we're, Yep, alright, see you later. And then we're gonna bring in Clodsire. Again, Quagsire would have been significantly better here, but this is fine. And now that Clodsire is out, I don't know if Clodsire would have been faster than him, which is why I went that route to make sure we killed before bringing in. Yeah, Intimidate is whatever. I could Toxic, but I think Earthquake should do enough. We don't resist this, but we're pretty bulky. Yeah, we're fine. You get hit with Recoil, Earthquake, you're 4x weak. This should still kill. Yep. Very unfortunate for you. Your socks are wet? Well, that's unfortunate. It's like one of those things you wish upon people, and you're like, you know, mild inconvenience, but also like really annoying. Wish all of your socks to be wet. Alright, and now to consider the final team here. Like I said, Gardevoir is going to be really good up against Dragon. I probably should go get somebody that has ice moves. Tentacruel, honestly, probably really good. They were really good against Kalliope the first time, so we're going to go consider that. However, Tentacruel is not level 50. You were not close either, jeez. But you are really good against all of them. The thing is so is Gardevoir. This is what I have to consider. If it's a singles battle and not a doubles, Gardevoir should be able to set up Calm Mind pretty easily up against a lead of some type of dragon that only uses special attacks. The problem we run into with Gardevoir is if it comes up against a steel type. But let me take a look at my TMs here. Do I have Flamethrower TM? If I have Flamethrower, I'm looking at the left here, and it's like I can just go straight down the middle here. Oh, we do. Okay. Can Gardevoir learn this? No. Very unfortunate. I was like, we come across a steel type. We need a way to deal with it because Moonblast won't be enough. And I don't think Psychic would be enough either. I don't know. We don't have Earth power. Nope. Alright, well... Yeah. So, like, right now, I mean, Gardevoir, if those three are on the team, Gardevoir is really good against all three of them. Like, not even a little bit, but, like, giga good against all three of them. I think we're going to switch for Quagsire, though. I would like the water for the steel resist, because right now I have no steel resist here. So if I run up against, like if she has Tinkaton again, I run into problems. So we're going to get Quagsire instead of Clodsire. Both are good, though. Heliolisk is probably good enough to use. Would use against Walking Wake. Then I could switch, you know, Heliolisk, Volt Switch out to Gardevoir on that target. Because they seem to only have special moves. Mandibuzz is good stall. Quagsire, as we said, will be really good with the fact that he's immune to basically two of the those guys. The Walking Wake and actually three of them. You resist water, fire, and are immune to electric. So your typing is so amazing, actually, against those three. And you're my steel counter. I might be. Well, I have Delphox for steel as well. You can do, because Flamethrower should just take care of it. Yeah, I think this might be the team we're going with. The only other thing is I don't have an Intimidate. Which, I mean, none of my Intimidates are... Well, my Frostlass is level 50, but I have to Mega Evolve for that. Remember, we killed the Tinkaton, if it exists again. It was one of her lead Pokemons in the last fight. We killed that with an Earthquake from Goat, so... Here's me being super basic again, giving citrus berries out. And at the moment, yes, I think only Gardevoir or Mandibuzz are going to Mega Evolve, so for me, they are the only two that need that stuff. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, we're going to put Gardevoir in the 2 position, and this is just, if it ends up being a double, I like this as an option. I think Heliolisk in the 1 position is fine. They're the fastest Pokemon I have. Not Surf, just Summary, please. Yeah, 150. Yeah, they are the fastest Pokemon that we have on the team. Even faster than Delphox, who is plus speed, by the way. So Heliolisk is not plus speed. It could be way higher. Let me check everybody's stats. I'm pretty sure everyone here has... No, you don't. Wow, I've been playing around with the Heliolisk that isn't even full special attack? Oof, that's a mistake on my part. I'm gonna take the defense. Maybe you get a point out of it later. Yeah, so... Alright, well, let's save and we'll try Kalliope. And, I guess, okay, well, let me test one thing, too. Let me switch one thing as we save. This is gonna look really weird, but let's switch you here. And this is just, because there are 3 of them there, if it's a, for some reason, triple battle, we then have 2 Volt Switch, U-turn, and then we can switch as needed, so... I'm gonna save again because I'm obviously super paranoid and over saving so I don't screw anything up. Alright. Alright, let's see what you got. Hydrapple. Oh, that's annoying. But you're a dragon, and you, generally speaking, use special moves, so... yeah, it does very little. I want a slow U-turn into Gardevoir. Well, actually, if you're using... hold on. If it uses Fickle Beam, we're faster. Problem is, if it uses that syrup thing, that is a problem. So I think I'm gonna go to Mana Buzz first. If I had went, so I did look it up. Fickle Beam is a dragon move. And a U-turn. Oh, okay. Dragazult. This might be a Quagsire moment. Dragazult was what? Dragon Lightning. But they had... what did they have? What did they use in the last thing? They used Bulldoze, they used a ground move, and they used, what else? Ice Fang, I think. I don't know. We're gonna... I think we're okay, because they didn't even counter. So far, they've only sent out... oh, and I get Volt Absorb out of this. I would like to Calm Mind. If they have Bulldoze and I get slowed down, that is a problem. So I think I'm just going to Moonblast it first. I am faster. This should just kill. And I'm kind of hoping that you have a Steel Mon that you're going to send. Yeah, so you do have a Tinkaton. Okay, was correct, and then I needed to worry about this. So I didn't set up Calm Mind, and this was a possibility that I know it hit a Steel type. So my guess is, I don't actually know, this could be wrong, that she could have other Pokemon, is that she's got Tinkaton here, she's the Hydrapple, and then she has the 3 others, Raging Bolt, Walking Awake, Gouging Fire. So our goal is, we need to kill this Tinkaton, and then get Gardevoir back out to get at least, +1 or +2, and then Gardevoir should be able to just kill down the line and kill everything that comes out, because everything else is a dragon. It's probably going to use a Steel move, which means we can go straight to Quagsire, because I'm weak to Steel. Oh, and this is your Mega Evolution. Okay. Oh, you're going to Fake Out first. Okay, yeah. Lovely. Perfect. We're going to play it really, really safe, I think. I think we do Yawn into Slack Off. I don't know how much... Spirit Break, this, I learned this is Fairy. That actually did a ton of damage. But we have a Citrus. We are in crit range. If we get crit on this turn, Quagsire does faint, but we just immediately bring in Gagoat, and Gagoat should be able to just take care of it. So we're going to Slack Off first, just to be healthy. Because if we get crit, it wouldn't matter, because we wouldn't have gotten Earthquake off anyway. So now we're going to be back above, yep, back where we were, and now we should, this first turn, they're guaranteed to sleep. So we're going to Earthquake. And if we do half, we're just going to press Earthquake again and kill. Actually, we almost did more. Yeah, oh, you withdrew Tinkaton. Interesting. I wonder if that resets the... whatever you call it. The sleep timer. Alright, so we are almost assuredly slower, and they're going to use a grass move. So we need to switch. Fox would probably be the best, but I do need to be careful. I think we might actually need to go to Mandibuzz here. They switched out when I went to Mandibuzz, and now that Tinkaton is asleep, I'm honestly pretty safe here, in my opinion. Yeah, it's Syrup Bomb. So this is the one that lowers our speed, which is kind of annoying. But now with that Tinkaton being asleep and low HP, I'm fine U-turning here. Yep, Fickle Beam. I'm fine being slower than you. I want to... Oh, that was a crit? That's annoying. I want to U-turn out here. And then we want to bring in Gardevoir. And I need to kill this first. And I know that sounds really bad, but I don't want it to get that Syrup Bomb off, because I need as much speed as possible for Gardevoir here. So we're going to press Moonblast. Are you sending Tinkaton back in? Yeah, but you're asleep, so I probably should have pressed Psychic. It's enough to kill you. Oh my goodness, you're going to Full Restore? How much does Psychic do? Nope, you didn't do that. Okay, lovely. Yeah, I don't know if Sleep resets when it comes back in. Yes, they resist everything Gardevoir does. If it does, that was a guaranteed sleep turn, and there was nothing Kalliope could have done there. But now we're getting into the... Oh, no, you don't have those. Okay. Interesting. I've been fighting under the presumption that you may have the three of those legendaries there. Does Silvally have a dark move? I don't actually know. It's a normal Pokemon, so probably not. I'd love to get Mandibuzz back in to switch around, but I don't know what they're going to do. Silvally is unlikely to be faster than us. I'm going to Calm Mind. I'm going to risk it. That's a normal move. Okay, I'm pretty confident here, so we're going to Mega and Draining Kiss. At +1 with the amount of special attack we have, we should, A, be faster in everything that she has, but B, heal enough here to be out of range of Silvally. I think we're still dead if they just crit, but I think that's going to be the case no matter what. Yeah, we do half here, so if they crit, I mean, we're dying anyway. They didn't. They also didn't lower our defense. That's good to know. Because Crush Claw has a chance. I don't know if it's a 10 or 30% chance to lower defense, but we should have enough HP here that any dragons that come out, we're just immediately going to kill, and we should full heal, or just kill before they do anything. Grimmsnarl, you're very dark, which means I'm going to Draining Kiss because you can Sucker Punch. You didn't Sucker Punch, so I'm happy about that. You're probably going to False Surrender or something else. Or, no, you're just going to faint. See you later. Okay, so she didn't have any of the three. Maybe she just has the Raging Bolt. But I feel like now we literally will just... we're faster, almost assuredly. So we can just Moonblast, and then whatever comes out, we should be able to just kill. Yeah, Raging Bolt. Okay, I expected you to have all three of them. I'm kind of surprised you only have the one. +1, I have to feel it's super effective. We just kill you, right? Yeah, not even close. Alright, yeah, that was really, really clean. We didn't even bring out 2 of our Pokemon. That was 4 Pokemon total, right? Because we had Heliolisk out lead. We immediately Volts, which they never came back in. Mandibuzz was in once or twice. Quagsire came in for Tinkaton, and then Gardevoir literally just wiped the floor with you. How did this happen? Gardevoir is a good Pokemon. I don't know what to tell you. That was a great fight. Oh, they're back to regular doggos. Well, that's one way to get your 8th gym badge. That's a pretty nifty ability to just dig out of there. Be good? Alright, sweet. Oh, I guess we didn't have a choice. Yeah, you got smoked by my Fennekin, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Interesting, so it's those four? Alright, so which ones did they say again? They said, Gym 1, Gym 2, or so it was Jumail, Salutations, Sophos, and Marini Island. Isn't the Marini the doubles, though? Okay. Alright, well. You're still here? Okay. You're a bit undersupplied. You don't have a PC. Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, we, looking at the map here, so yeah, it was this, no, that's Kalami City, I'm sorry. So it was first gym, where was Sophos, Marini. No, this wasn't the double, this was... and Pilates, okay. So let me try to remember this. This was they were weak to fire, that's all I remember. Bug, maybe? Or grass? Bug or grass. Delphox wiped the floor with them. Or Fennekin, I guess, at the time. Sophos was... I actually don't remember. That's pretty bad. We'll have to go look at the videos again. Marini, I remember, and then Pilates. Okay, Pilates was fire grass. I remember that one, it was recent. I don't remember these other ones offhand. But yeah, let's, that was a really good fight. That gym went really well. The Arcanine admin, I mean, I messed up on slightly, but it was pretty good. Let me see if this gym tells me what they were. Oh, this was the fighting one, yeah. They still here? Yeah, so she was the fighting one. So we have... We're just going to quickly visit the towns and take a look at them again. So Fighting Psychic. So Maniba's looking real good now for showing up at the gym. We remember this was Fire Grass, or Fire Flying, I'm sorry. This was the torches. Fire Flying. I do vividly remember this one. Marini Island. I'm gonna make one more stop as well before we fly up to Port City. And this was Poison and Status Effects. So yeah, you had a Tentacruel. Yeah. And this one was, yeah, this was grass. Because you had a... Yeah, you had a good goat. Okay. So, grass, poison, fighting psychic, and firefighting. Alright, well, we'll have to plan for that. Alright, anyways, we want to check back here. Now that we have the 8th badge, do you have any new Megastones? And the other reason I'm looking for this is because I need to know if I need to actually grind for any money. I think that one was already there. Aerodactyl, was that one there already? Granitar, right? I don't remember that one. Bro, this deer was a problem. Alright, no, I think there might have been a couple new ones. I think maybe the Tinkaton, the Tyranitar, and whatever else. But nothing we have, so I'm okay with this. You don't have anything for me. So. Alright. The one thing I am curious about, though, is... what do we get here? I'd like to know that. There's like no way to get here. Nile, but we couldn't, we had to take the boat from here to here. Couldn't actually get the boat anywhere else. Let's go talk to him real fast. We're about to be done, though. I'm not going to obviously go up that way. Not an option. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Maybe it's some post-game thing I don't know about. Alright, but yeah, today, got a lot done. Finished up the Nyx Trails. And, yeah, you can kind of see the makings of our team. I really like our team at the moment. Obviously, I would give some different moves to some people. But, like, Mandibuzz right now, I'll be very honest. This Pokemon is coming in my E4 team. Period. They are amazing. And with this moveset, by the way, unless they get a better version... whatever this stuff is, this is what they're going to have. I think this moveset is just really good. Protect with Scavenger is just excellent. U-Turn is amazing. With Regenerator, Brave Bird, False Surrender, both great stab moves. I've been very happy with you, so you're definitely coming. Gardevoir is probably also coming, because as we saw in that gym just there, Gardevoir killed like 5 Pokemon of Kalliope, so it was wild. I misplayed on that second admin. I completely forgot Trace. I could have just immediately unsent a Scorch Gun into Gardevoir, and I just neutralized half of his abilities. He wouldn't have been able to use any fire move. And then we probably would have just killed, and then perfectly fine. Delphox would have been alive for whatever else came out afterwards. But past that, like, I really want to bring Delphox. But Delphox is going to have to be is going to be my secondary special attacker, if that's the case. We'll see. We'll have to consider it. And I'd have to give them some other moves. This moveset's not the best. Nuzzle probably going to go away. Mystical Fire probably go away. They will probably get a bunch of like coverage type moves. G-Ball, Ice Beam, stuff like that to really help out against different Pokemon. So like... the grass gym, we saw they had a Skiddo, or would be a good goat, presumably. Delphox Ice Beam probably just kills that. Even though it's not stab, quad effectiveness would be really good. So, we have a lot to think about before we get to the E4. Presumably, tomorrow we get through the road to E4, like we get up to the point of E4, and then... yeah, I might, we'll probably get through Pollen Road next time in the Devazi Straits. Unless they're really, really long and hard. We will, should hopefully be able to get through all of them over to the ruins here. But then we will probably not start the E4 yet. I probably will take one day to prepare, and by prepare I mean like, get items I need, so in between battles I can full heal, leopard berries, all that. But then also prepare and just pick my team. And get everybody to level cap, because I don't know what the new level cap is. I'm presuming it's not 50. So yeah. We had a lot of good times today. Today was really, really fun, and we made it through pretty safely through all the fights. I'm really happy with how it all worked out. As always, hope you all have a wonderful day. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.